Are we in there? Is the melanin in there? Yes, it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I am doing well. I have on my Barack and Michelle sweatshirt. I got this for Christmas. Yeah, and you know who you are. Thank you for getting it for me. I appreciate it. It's the end of the road, and I don't want to let go. It was so natural. They belong to us. I'm not ready for it. I'm excited for them, but at the same time, I'm like, no, Lord, please don't go. It's time for another episode, another review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know I got it's ready, bitch. Are you ready? Yeah! Well, you can't see it. It's pretty much blinding you, but I have lights now. I'm excited for that. But it's time for The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love this little thing. I'm sitting over there like that there, and we're going to go ahead and get into this video. We're getting ready for the overnight camp for the kids from Flint, Michigan. And at first, I was thinking, why in the world are they doing the pop-up shop? I'm so glad that Phaedra said, you know what? I'm using this money for the overnight camp. I think it's going to be great. I was like, that makes sense. I enjoy your philanthropy. I enjoy your efforts. And I enjoy you taking the initiative. I get it. Lil Aiden, he's getting prepared. He's going to be selling cookies and he's doing a little tie-dye. And she's trying to tell him, you know, why we are doing this event. He was like, for the poor people? She was like, yes, honey. Yeah. Faye, teach him how to say the less fortunate. Just a sidebar. Faye is gonna do her book. I didn't know she had no book. And also the Fix It Jesus tie-dye t-shirts. Now I would love a Fix It Jesus t-shirt minus the tie-dye. Miss Sheree, she's way over budget, still trying to furnish and finance Chateau Chanel. She need to do, instead of buying them way over budget and overpriced curtains and wallpapers and mesh, she need to head over to Bed Bath & Beyond. You know you can use the double coupons now. I didn't know you could do that till the other day. Marlo comes through to help, child. I don't really feel a type of way about Marlo. I don't enjoy her, but I don't not like her either. I'm just very neutral. Dum. Didn't I say you don't know what's gonna happen? It's Kenya versus Marlo now, because they used to be besties. You remember on the previous seasons with Nene, she would come through and she was real cool with Kenya. Apparently, Kenya had a birthday party and she asked for the help of Marlo. And Marlo told her, you know, you should do X, Y, and Z. Time for the party. Guess who was at the party? Nene, and not my divorce. Marlo wasn't invited. I was like, dang, Marlo wasn't invited to the housewarming. Marlo wasn't invited to nothing. Marlo is salty. You ever had the hint of lime Tostino's chips? That's how salty she is. And that's kind of understandable, but she didn't learn. That's how Kenya is. Kenya's real wishy-washy. She wants to be friends with everybody, but then you never know. Speaking of Kenya, I want to talk to you. Getting back from Charlotta, she's pulling up and she like, I mean, it was so lifetimey. Like, I was surprised. Now, if Bravo would have put music behind it, I'd have been like, okay, too much. Matt's crazy ass done spray painted. Now, I hate to use the word crazy just all willy-nilly, but we've seen a lot of events lead up to me calling his ass crazy. Call a thing. So he done spray painted the little security cameras. Now, that's some crazy ass thinking. Okay, but anyway, he done bashed in the windows of her garage. Sidebar, why in the hell do you have glass windows for a freaking garage? Like, who does that? Like, okay, anyway. First, I'm the type of person, I love blinds. I love curtains. Like, I don't want people just looking straight up in my house. Like, I don't like that. Here's the thing. He done bashed the windows in her automobile. Yes, I took it back to what's love got to do with it. But that's how I felt. I was like, wait a second. He really has problems with aggression and breaking stuff, because that's dangerous. Kenya ends up calling Candy. I didn't know they were like, hey, how you doing, what's up, whoop-de-whoop. But anyway, she calls her, tells her what happened, and Candy was like, girl, oh my god, you need to get away from him, girl, that he crazy. She was like, but I feel so obligated to help him. Bitch, what are you gonna help him do, break your jaw? What do you want? I'm sorry, but next time he breaking windows, he breaking your car windows, next time it's gonna be breaking your spine. Like, I'm just calling a thing a thing. And he was like, well, I mean, you can always come over here if you want. I said, boop, okay. That is an invite bubble. So Candy can never say, I never said I wanted him to come. Yes, you did. You opened it up. Boom. Speaking of lifetime homes, Cynthia, they moving out, honey, because that house closed, okay? She sold her house. It's time for her to move into her lifetime little lake house, but something happened with it. It was a glitch in the paperwork. you never move out of something or sell something until you have the other thing secure. You just don't do that. Like, oh my God. Impulse. Like, that's something, I'm the type, I say it all the time. I can't do impulse. Like, just impulse buys. Like, you gotta be careful. You can do an impulse buy on something little, like some 5 for 27 drawers at Victoria's Secret. Not no new house, okay? You can't do little stuff like that, especially big stuff. Oh my, that puts a dent in your bank account? Girl, bye. Like, Cynthia. Now, granted, appraisals and different things, I get it. But until that ink is dry, babe, and they done gave you the keys, Noelle, if you don't pack up your shack and get ready to go, okay, ma'am, I get it. You feel a little displaced. You've been there your whole life. But, girl, you got to pick up the pieces. And Cynthia was just like, we're just going to be homeless for maybe like a week, maybe a month or a year. Like, the way Cynthia handles stuff is so... Okay. She was like, and I mean, your grandmother offered for us to stay with her. She was like, Or, you know, we could stay at Kenya's. I mean, she's going through some man trouble, but I mean, he ain't after us. He after her. Like, that's how she was saying it. And I was like, yeah. Kenya goes to see the most out there person that I thought of for her to talk about what's going on with her and Matt. She goes to see Faye at her office. I was like, what? She starts talking to Phaedra, the anaconda tear tries to come out. I didn't see it. It got a little misty. Sidebar with what Kenya was talking about, because child, we done heard it. Them edges was pulled back for Christ, honey. That's a healthy edge line, girl. Yes, it is. Faye was really giving her some good advice. She was like, look, boo, how a person is, it only intensifies when you get married. Now, Apollo ass, we knew his ass was a little off, but I really knew he was off when we was married. And now you know where he at. She told her, you have to be sure of your safety, pumpkin. Like, do you love him? She was like, yes. Do you want to be with him? I want to be with the person that I know. No, but do you want to be with how he is now? Just throwing shit every day. Do you want to deal with that? I loved how Phaedra was like, boo, I get all that, but you have to be sure of your safety, pumpkin. Because you can't keep going through this over and over and over again. It's ridiculous. And she was like, thank you for talking to me. She was like, girl, let's pray, girl. I was like, you know what? I got a little genuineness from them. From the both of them. That was nice. We're at Candy's house. She got a house and a guest house bed that's almost bigger than her house. I was done. I said, yes, bedroom Candy. All of those fake phalluses are pulling in the coin. I'm here for it. I might need to start selling some bedroom Candy. Here come Kenya ass. She didn't file a restraining order. She just said she gonna take some time for herself and not be with her. Kenya really wants to take up Candy's offer and was like, where my bed at, bed? Like, where am I gonna stay? And then out of nowhere, ding dong, here comes Cynthia. First of all, Candy was like, Cynthia, I didn't know you were coming, girl. You want something to drink? Kenya was like, yeah, I invited her. Being that she's going through her own thing with her house not closing and stuff, I figured she could stay too. Like, first of all, if somebody opens up their house to you, you don't open up their house to somebody else with you. No. All Candy could say was, oh my God. Okay, well, girl, you opened up the invite, so you can't act like you weren't ready. But anywho, they start sitting down and chatting about the pop-up shop, and some shade was apparently thrown at Cynthia. Cynthia, girl, you are the shade thrower of them all, so sometimes you just gotta catch the shade and put it in your pocket. The pop-up shop, it's time for the event. Kenya has a freaking billboard. I ain't mad at her, okay? If that's your little marquee, that's your marquee, baby. Some people, they just got a little card. That's what you wanted. So y'all don't be mad that Kenya got a freaking billboard sign. That's what she want. What did you expect from Kenya boy? Sheree, she has a couple flowers, her t-shirts. Okay, that's what she wanted. Portia has a booth. It was cute when they got it all together. She's selling the hair on the... Yeah. Aiden got his little cookies. Everybody's just set up for Christ. Oh my God, Apollo's mom and them come through. I was like, interesting. Apollo comes through. She walked right on past Kenya like that's a ghost big Casper. Kenya walks on over to her because she wants to see her and apologize about everything. Like, oh my God, and you know I love you and we're friends. And Marlo was like, hold up, bitch, that's bullshit. Like, that's one thing I can't say with Marlo that I enjoy. She's very cut and dry. You and Nene Jr. Like, I was rolling. And Kenya was like, no, I was, what? Yeah. Kenya really couldn't really say much because everything that Marlo was saying was pretty much true. If you do your friends like this, girl, go on somewhere. Like, we are not friends. Don't do it. I cannot. Kenya just walked away. I don't have time for this. I have to attend to my clientele. I was like, girl, sit down, because she pretty much gave it back to you. Pop-up shop ends pretty nicely. I would think Faye, she raised $7,000. She wanted $10,000, but shit, I mean, it's $7,000 you didn't have to come up with. Candy was like, I'm gonna go ahead and write you this $2,500 check. We bought $5,000 worth of products, so here you go. I said, I love it, Candy. I love it. Just go and write the check. Go ahead. Portia was like, I'm just gonna give you all the proceeds. Here's $1,000. And you gave $450. Why couldn't you give $500? Like, Sheree gave the exact amount, $686. You better go ahead and sell them shirts, girl. And were you taking photos too? I don't know, but okay, girl. Cynthia gave $1,000. Okay. So Aiden walked up to Cynthia and was like, "Man, you know I gave you them cookies, man. Where is my money?" Baby, I was rolling. But next week, it should be real interesting with Portia. I wasn't ready. Portia versus Candy. Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Peace, love, and warmth. That good stuff. God bless.